Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another episode of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth Busting Mondays. And in today's video for the final myth, we're going to be testing to see if whether or not that you can blow up the No Mercy gas station by just simply shoving it to death, or basically punching it with your fists. If we can somehow lower the gas station's HP to be one shot, or if we just had enough time and dedication to melee until it got to where it was one shot, would a final blow be sufficient enough to be able to blow up the entire thing? So that's what we're going to be trying to test at the end of the video. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, please drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and if there is a myth of your very own that you would like to have us test in next week's episode, please by all means leave it here in the comments down below, or also alternatively, you can leave it within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. With all that being said though guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing this week's episode of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth Busting Mondays. Myth: if you heal a teammate that jumps off of a high place, will it save them from fall damage? Alrighty guys, myth number 1 takes inspiration from the fact that when a teammate is already incapacitated on the ground and you jump off of a high place, if you revive them while falling, you'll actually be able to save yourself. I want to see if something like this can work. But unfortunately, this does not work. It's not like the other strategies we have found out over the years where you can end up preventing fall damage. This one we're just going to have to put to the wayside. So that means that myth number 1 is busted here today. You cannot end up healing someone to save them from fall damage. Myth: will you be soft locked if a player talks to the rescue but doesn't activate it and leaves the game? Alrighty guys, the second myth of today's episode is submitted in by NSenr. So NSenr, we're going to be having it where Glabersko is going to end up activating the rescue, at least initially, and then I'm going to see if I can try to complete it for you. So Glabersko has activated the radio on the No Mercy finale, and the second here, he's going to be leaving the game shortly, and then I'm going to see if whether or not that I can complete the last step. Alright, so Glabersko has officially left the game, just leaving me and the bots left. I'm going to go up to the radio and see if I can complete the process. And as you guys can see, according to the captions, I am summoning Rescue, and he will be here shortly. So this means that the game will not be soft-locked, and that means that the myth is busted. If somebody starts the Rescue, you can still complete it. Myth: can Nick heal at least slightly faster than the other survivors? Alright guys, myth number 3 is submitted in by Zoe. Alright guys, so the way that we're going to do this is that I'm going to have Glabersko shoot me until I'm at 98 HP, and then I'm going to heal myself with a medkit. And I'm going to time it with a stopwatch from the moment I start healing to the moment I stop healing to see how long it takes Nick to end up healing himself from beginning to end. And it looks like for Nick, it's a base of 5 seconds. Now that we have a base, we have to compare this to the other survivors. So now I'm going to be playing as my boy Ellis, and it also ends up taking him 5 seconds. Next is going to end up being Coach, and when it comes to Coach's healing speed, it's literally identical to Nick and Ellis so far at 5 seconds. And then lastly, we have got Rochelle, and when I end up healing as Rochelle, just like all the other characters, it is at 5 seconds flat. Everyone is the exact same. So busted is the myth result here today for myth number 3. Myth: can the tank have his rock broken if a pipe bomb explodes nearby right after he throws it? Alrighty guys, myth number 4 is submitted in by Jackson. Myth 4 is all about timing. Now the way that we have to do this is that I have to throw the pipe bomb first, and Glabersko as the tank has to throw the rock second, because if I throw it after the fact, the tank's rock is going to fly above the pipe bomb, and therefore it's not going to be within the blast radius. We need to make sure that it's right above the pipe bomb as the pipe bomb is exploding. So here goes nothing. I'm going to throw the pipe bomb now, and Glabersko is going to time the rock throw the best that he very can. And as you guys can end up seeing, even though it does look like a flash of light, if we replay this in slow motion, you will notice that the tank's rock disappears, or in other words, the pipe bomb successfully breaks it with its explosion. This actually does work. So myth 4 is confirmed, and to me that's cool because it means that if you have really good timing, or the tank is just very unlucky, you can destroy the tank rock with a pipe bomb to save yourself. Alrighty guys, and now it is time for the final myth, and once again is going to be, can we blow up the No Mercy gas station by just shoving it or punching it to death? Is that actually possible? Because if it is, number 1, first of all, that's funny, and second of all, this might mean that the survivors are actually superheroes and have superhuman strength. let's see if whether or not the green flue is going to make us super strong and be able to blow up the gas station by just simply punching it, as crazy as that sounds. Myth, can you shove the No Mercy gas station and have it blow up? Alrighty guys, the last myth is submitted in by Guabursko. Now, one of the cool things that we found out recently is that the No Mercy gas station can actually take a hit from a propane tank, gas can, or oxygen tank and not completely blow up, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's close to blowing up, because there's no way that it can just tank the hit like that and still have a decent amount of HP. A stray bullet should probably blow it up. So, could a stray punch blow it up? Would the subtlest little just push or the subtlest brush up against the gas station be able to end up dismantling this entire thing? Because right now it doesn't look like it, which is surprising to me because of how fickle this gas station is. Because I swear to God, I have barely touched it before, a bullet barely whipped by it, and this thing has a panic attack and blows up immediately. So I am surprised that this is the case, but I am determined. We've found other weirder things before on this channel. I'm not going to give up quite yet. Alright, so here comes attempt number 2. I'm going to have the map completely reset, so this thing is at full HP once again. I am also going to be using the exact same throwable item. In this case, I'm going to be using a propane tank, and I'm going to be doing everything that I did just like the first time, so that way there's no placebo effects or anything that I'm not addressing in the second test. When the fire goes out on both pieces of the gas station, I'm going to try this once again. So the second one is about to go out any second now. And this is the weird part. I actually did this immediately the second time around. I have no idea how I did this. Now, even though that's cool, the first time it didn't work, even though I did the exact same process. So rather than just saying it's confirmed, I'm going to see if whether or not that this was a fluke. Okay, so I fully reset the map for a third time. I'm going to once again blow up specifically propane tanks, blow up both of them once again, and when the fire goes away, I will then start the punching or meleeing process, because I don't want it to be because of the fire, and I don't want it to be for something else. Now, the third time, even though once again it's the exact same circumstances, it's not working now. This is weird, because it didn't work the first time, it did work the second time, and now it's not working again for the third time. This myth is being consistently inconsistent. Like every other attempt, it's working and then not working. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Attempt number 4. I've once again lit the gas station on fire with a propane tank. Once the fire goes out, I will do the exact same things that I've done before. I really don't know what's going on here about what I could be doing differently, because I don't think it's body collision and I don't think it's fire, but how do you explain this? It blew up again, perfectly that time, in one shot. I literally punched it once, and kablooey, it went. So this doesn't make any sense to me. It works sometimes, it doesn't work the other, and I don't know if whether or not that's a fluke, because it's consistently still working like 50% of the time. So here's the thing, is that as much as I want to call it confirmed, because it's still just as much not working, 50% of it fails sometimes, I'm going to have to, at the very best, label this as plausible, because I don't know exactly what's going wrong here. I don't know if it's the way I'm mailing, I don't know if it's like a slight little micro movement that I'm doing, if it's the type of gun I'm shooting the propane tank with, if it's just whatever the gas station's in the mood for that day. Does the gas station sustain all the blows from the propane tank? Maybe it's, instead of it being at 1 HP, it's at like 5 or 10 and needs to be punched more than once. I do not know, but I'm going to label that plausible. Let me know what you think in the comments down below happened and why you think the myth ended up being this way. Alrighty guys, but that is going to be here for today's video, and I do truly hope you guys ended up enjoying it. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. If you guys have a myth of your very own that you would like to have us test in next week's episode, please leave it here in the comments down below, or also alternatively, you can leave it within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. As we wrap up the video, by the way, guys, I just wanted to mention a couple quick things. Number 1, I have a second YouTube channel now. It is called Black Ninja 797 Extras. On this channel, I'm going to be uploading content that I normally would not upload to my main channel, such as walkthroughs. I currently have a walkthrough of Half-Life 1's main story that I just completed. That is going to be available right now on the channel if you guys want to check that out. I've got the Return of Challenge Accepted, which is a series I used to do on this channel where I would end up playing games that you guys requested me to play. And I've also got plenty of funny moments videos with my friends, mostly on horror games because that's what we were playing at the time. All these videos will be available right now on the channel. There will be a link down below in the description for it in case you guys want to check it out. One of the next videos I plan on having for the second channel, which is also one of the things I wanted to mention, is going to be a Q&A video because I haven't done one in about 3 years. Any last minute questions that you guys have for me that can be about anything really, please let me know by leaving a comment here down below and I will save it for that Q&A video. And I will upload to the second channel very soon. Lastly, I also wanted to say shoutouts to Epic Games for being my first ever sponsor because I have a supporter creator code with them, which is just my name. It is Black Ninja 797 in all caps, and you guys can use it in the Fortnite and Epic Games item shops. To anybody that uses my code or has used it before in the past, I tremendously appreciate you. And with all that being said, guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTubers are ever going to see. Thanks for watching, guys. I love all of you, and peace out.
Hey meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too, and give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!